Alright, I have been putting on this movie on hold for quite a while now. Since now, next week, we have Justice League. Let's talk about the last one it did, besides Wonder Woman this year, of course, but before that, trying to set this up. Let's talk about it. One of the most disappointing movies of all time. And that's coming from me, in my perspective, in my view, in my opinion. This was the most disappointing movie, maybe one of them of all time. 2016's Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Alright, well, here we go. This movie was talked about since around the 2000s of this movie happening. And people are like, oh, that's great. You've got Superman, you have Batman. And they've been wanting to see this for a long time. This movie was been in the books since like maybe 2000, maybe around there. On Yahoo Movies, people have mentioned, oh, this is going to be a movie. We've been waiting for so long for this to happen on a live action film. And we finally got it. We finally got Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. And going into the trailers, going into, oh, who's in it and everything, I was kind of pumped. And looking at everything, I was psyched for it. It's probably one of the most anticipated movies, maybe for people of all time and everything. And this movie was going to be hyped to the brim. And I was just kind of excited. And we were going to have Wonder Woman. That was supposed to be Wonder Woman in there. The new one, which the movie Wonder Woman came out this year. That was great, by the way. But she was going to be in it and everything. I was like, okay, we got something, right? Then we have someone else being Lex Luthor and everything. And I was like, so this can work, right? Please tell me this will work. But sadly, this is one of the most disappointing movies of all time. Now, saying this in perspective, because people are going to say, well, what the fuck? This isn't a bad movie. This isn't bad. Now, they're expecting me to say, well, this is bad. No, it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not a piece of shit. It's just whatever. I mean, I'm sad to say that. And people have been looking forward to this for a long time now. And these are like some of the big superhero people of all time, some of the most popular. And doing this, I feel sad. I really feel sad with this. Because with just this thing that's going on for the plot, they got everything else in here that they're trying to do. They're setting up stuff for Justice League, and I'm like, damn it. You had the one potential to make this a really damn good movie just to focus on these two, and you got a bunch of random subplots and everything. You got a bunch of random people being shuffled in here. You got a bunch of stuff being set up for Justice League or other stuff. Damn, people. I was looking forward to it. But it is not, it's just okay. Not bad, it's just okay. But still one of the most disappointing of all time. But let's go ahead and start into this. This is basically Batman battling Superman with Lex Luthor in there. And a bunch of stuff going, oh, I will take him down and all this stuff. We got a movie. I mean, this is all what this is. So let's talk about the acting in the movie. It's actually pretty good still. Ben Affleck as Batman did great. Not the best one, but he did great. I was shocked because back then Ben Affleck wasn't the greatest, but he delivered and he did great. Henry Cavill as Superman still does great. I mean, people might say, oh, he's just there, he's okay or everything. I thought he was great. He fits it well to what he's doing. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in this one was great. This was like the parents of what she could be as Wonder Woman before the Wonder Woman movie. And it was great. She did great. Amy Adams, as Lois Lane, does really good still. All the other people in the movie does really good. Except one person. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Oh God, he's not good. I wasn't worried going into this for Jesse Eisenberg. He could do it somehow. I mean, he did play some serious roles like the Social Network and all that other stuff. But I don't know. I mean, this movie could have sucked, but it didn't. But he kind of sucked. It's like this movie, this character has a mix of the Joker and the Riddler in there. I've been saying it for a long time. I'm being serious. It's like this character of Lex Luthor with Jesse Eisenberg is a mix of the Joker and the Riddler combined. That's the only thing I can think of for this character. And I mean, that's what it is. I mean, he's not bad. He's just not good. He wasn't the right choice for Lex Luthor, but we were stuck with it. So maybe he could do better in the later movies. Maybe we'll see. I guess. But until then, this was not good. But all around, all the acting overall though is still pretty good though overall. The dialogue of this movie is kind of mixed actually. I mean, this is trying, but I don't know if it worked as much as I thought it would. Uh, it's just on and off. There's great things in it, then there's bad things in it. I mean, that's all I could say with it because there's so much of it going on. I just can't focus all of it. Let's go and talk about the directing in this movie because that's the most important thing with this movie. Um, it's decent. I mean, there's got so much shit going on. I mean, it's for what it is. The directing's decent. I mean, it could have been a lot more better, but for what it is, it's decent. I mean, I can't argue with its logic anymore. Um, the act in the movie is pretty good. It is pretty good for the most part. I mean, there's stuff that they do in the movie that just they do decent. Some of it is not the greatest, and that's never close to the end. But for the Batman and Superman fight that they had in the movie was damn good. That's what I wanted to see, and it was great for maybe if I can just say it, maybe around maybe 10 minutes. For what it is, it did pretty damn good though. Um, but there's so much random shit in this movie. I just couldn't focus all of it. One of the things is the fact that Lex Luthor is just mixed in with Batman and Superman. That doesn't work. I mean, he could have been with other parts in the movie, but it just didn't work with him being mixed into it. He just looked fucking insane. He's the one that manipulates them to battle in the first place, though. Which I was thinking, that's kind of dumb, honestly. I mean, there could have been a better reason for these two to fight. They were going to fight in the first place because Batman saw he was in the Man of Steel in the movie. They showed the part of it where Superman killed people that he knew, so it was going to happen in the first place. But Lex Luthor didn't help it. So I mean, that was kind of stupid, honestly. Things that don't work. There's so many subplots in this movie. Like I mean, so many beyond belief. Uh, one of them I could think of is where Batman's trying to arrest Superman, I guess, or some shit like that, and Lex Luthor's in subplots that's just with Lois Lane at times. Everything. It's just like it was kind of stupid. Also, one of the things that didn't work with Batman, and I kind of agree with it. He's killing people. Like in the other movies, he had a reason, but he's just killing people left and right, and he has a gun. Now the fact that he has a gun, something's not right there. To be honest, I didn't hate it. I was just confused, and it was kind of awkward for that. Um, if they try to take it out or not, I don't think it would have been different either way. But it was kind of weird for them to just have that in the movie, to be honest. But it's in there, and I'm not complaining about it. It's just kind of weird to have it in the movie, though. Another thing that doesn't work is the fact that you got like I said, all these subplots going on. About like about Martha and everything. I think that's I think Clark's adoptive mother, and Martha gets involved in like her name gets involved in this in parts of the movie, and it was weird. I kind of felt a little bit confused to what was going on. You got some flashbacks going on in the movie. They were all right. I mean, they weren't horrible. They were just all right, I guess. It was weird, but Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman for the part she's in the movie, she's great. I was worried going to that as well. I mean, she was in like some of the Fast movies, but I was like, okay, maybe she can do something right with this, and she does a good job. The movie she was in with Wonder Woman this year was awesome. That's probably one of the best movies, top 10 best movies of 2017 this year. But in this one, I feel bad for her because, before this I was like, but she did damn good for what she can do in the movie. She was great. And she was involved in the third act, and I was like, that's pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see all three of them, at least, some of my favorites, all up on the film with their suits on, just doing that. And that was great. That was pretty damn great, to be honest. There's good stuff and then there's bad stuff. Um, I mean, I guess that's some of the only stuff I could think of. Lois Lane's there. She's just there to be there, I guess. I mean, you got, like I said, a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk about the third act, I guess, because that's just the thing that could just be involved. First off, after the battle that they had, Lex Luthor is just pissed. And, he's just like, fuck, I want them to all kill each other. So he brings out a monster, and if you don't know who it is, come on. You fucking know who it is. It's fucking Doomsday. He was just thrown into this movie. What a fucking waste. I mean, you could have done something with the movie for Doomsday, but he was just thrown into the third act. It's kind of like, even though it was better, though, in my opinion, it was like Venom and Spider-Man 3. Even though I didn't have a problem with it, but it was just thrown in there almost in the third act. This is worse because he's barely there for that long. I mean, that sucks. And they just battle him, and it's kind of awkward. Like, they're just like, oh, okay, he just brought Doomsday out. All right, let's kill him. And they're all killing each other and everything. And then Superman, I guess, destroys it, and he's okay. People mostly seen him by now, so I'm just gonna say it. He was dead. He died, I guess. Uh, it was stupid, I guess. It was interesting, but stupid at the same time. I was like, what's the point of doing something like this? But it happened. I guess that Lex Luthor is in jail, I guess. Uh, it was really just okay. I was fine with it. I was like, whatever. Bruce and what's her name again? Yeah, Diana. Yeah, Bruce and Diana. Um, they feel bad for failing him, and he did it on his own terms. He wanted to do it. They tried to stop him, and he just went for it. There's nothing I could have done, and it was pretty interesting to how they did it, though. But before that, can we just talk about the setups for this movie? I don't want to forget this. Throughout the movie, they have the setups for all the other people, like Aquaman, Flash, and Cyborg. And it was kind of awkward at moments to see that happen. And it felt like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where there's scenes where the evil guy is going through and you can see all the Doc Ock arms and everything, the Vulture's wings and everything. They were trying to set up for Sinister Six. Even though that movie got rebooted, the series got rebooted again, we won't get that. But for this, we are getting Justice League, though. So, I mean, I was like, whatever. I mean, they did it. They set it up, and we're ready for it, I guess. But I mean, Justice League is coming out next week now, so I mean, prepare yourselves, I guess. But I just feel like the setups were just there to be thrown in there. I felt like this movie overall was just setting up for Justice League, maybe. Maybe I'm just thinking different. Maybe other people just say it different. But I feel like maybe most of this movie, or majority of this movie, was set up for the Justice League. Now, that's not bad, but it kind of felt just awkward, though. I mean, it's not bad, it's just there. But the very, very end of the movie, after they leave, dirt is floating off a Clark's coffin. And it just starts to levitate. And it ends. So, I mean, overall, this movie's a bit of a mixed bag. This movie had anticipation for everybody. This movie had so much going for it. And it disappointed, honestly. I mean, it's not bad. I could still watch it again for the hell of it, to be honest. But this movie's still disappointing because there's so many things that they could have done. Zack Snyder could have just improved off some stuff. But, I mean, I guess he did what he could do, I guess. This movie overall did mixed. I mean, it's a mixed bag. That's all I can say with this. The acting is pretty good for the most part, except Jesse Eisenberg. I've already mentioned this. The dialogue is actually mixed. It's on and off at times. It's awkward at times. The action scenes are pretty good for the most part, except when Doomsday shows up. There's so much subplots in the movie, it just didn't help it. All the setup didn't help it either. All this other stuff that he did just didn't help it. And changing Batman's character tones a little bit, with him shooting people for no reason, killing people and having a gun, just felt a little awkward at moments. Just kind of felt just out of nowhere, like out of the blue. I was like, all right, I mean, you could do that, sure, why not, I guess. The thing with these two fighting and about, they're doing it because of what's happened at the Man of Steel movie and everything, it was all right. I didn't hate it. And with, Luke's going to jail, and Superman possibly not dead, it looks like. I mean, it was all decent. I mean, it wasn't horrible. This movie just could have done so much more better. But they had so much filler and all this stuff and subplots and characters going on in the movie. They tried. They did what they can do, I guess. But I don't hate the movie overall. It's not even in, like, the dishonorable mentions of 2016, though. Because this movie did try as best as it could. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's not good. It's average, though. It's not bad. It's just average. It's just in the middle. I mean, I'm not on the positive side or the negative side. I'm just right there in the middle between the two. And after thinking that for so long before Justice League, that's how I feel about it. I mean, for anticipating it, it did what it can do, I guess. But that's the overall, and I'm going to give Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice a C. I mean, it did what it all could do. I mean, with all the stuff going on in the movie, besides them fighting and talking and everything, they had so much going on and everything. It was just there. I mean, they did what they can do. They tried, and this is what we got. So, people can't say we don't have that movie because we do have it now. So, but that is the review for Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, and getting in preparation and preparing for Justice League next week. Crossing my fingers for this, please. At least do good, at least. But until then, next time, peace out.